Pisces, the person on your mind, we're going to find out what the secrets are, what they have not been saying to you, but they have been thinking about. Now, you could be single, married, or divorced, Pisces. That's your business. But whoever you've been thinking about heavily, okay, I was going to say hard, but heavily. Let's see what they are not telling you. For Pisces, please and thank you. These cards flipping out on the floor, on the... Hold on. Alright, it says it's too late. I've moved on and do not wish to reconnect. So Pisces, whoever you've been thinking about, they gone. They done moved on. They don't want to reconnect. They don't want to reconcile. They don't want to spin the block. And don't take that to heart. I'm just telling you what the secrets are, since they ain't gonna tell you. The next one is, no one else makes me feel the way you do, but I'll take it to the grave before I tell you. Now let me give you a disclaimer, because we are doing a collective reading. This could be for one Pisces, this could be for different Pisces, different storylines. This feels a little bit different. It says, no one else makes me feel the way you do, but I'll take it to the grave before I tell you. So let's say if this was the same storyline, they don't moved on, they don't want to reconnect, and they're still not going to tell you how they felt about you then or how they feel about you now. People that are mature enough can move on and still have feelings for you, but just not wish to connect with you or reconnect with you because they know what's best for them. It's called self-protection. It's called self-love. It's called putting yourself first, you know, and not self-sacrificing for other people that wouldn't do that for you. So take it as it resonates, okay? But if it is a different story, then it's a different story. Somebody's not going to tell you how they truly feel. Crazy. What else for Pisces? It says, I have karmic debt that needs to be paid before I can come back to you. So somebody's going through some shit right now, most likely in their love life. They could probably be in a connection or a relationship with someone else and going through the most. Now, I don't know if this is a spiritual person, because for them to recognize it or see it as karma, they must feel like they deserved it. Okay, I'm just keep it cute like that. So those are the 3 confessions of the person on your mind. I'm getting ready to clarify and see what the tea is on these situations, and there you have it. So let's get into it. Alright, Pisces, the person that's saying it's too late, they don't moved on, they don't want to reconnect. Let's see who this is, what this is about, what came out. Twin flames in reverse. I'm not surprised. A Gemini could be significant because we do have twins. Anytime I hear twins, I'm thinking about Gemini energy. Okay, but it says reflection of soul, mirrored emotions, your other half, shared feelings, and it came out in reverse. So even though this is most likely a twin flame of yours, whoever this is you're thinking about, I could go into a little rant right now about what twin flames are versus what soulmates are. But to keep it short and sweet, a twin flame comes into your life and the chemistry is good, but the compatibility is off, the timing is off, it's a rough patch, it's going to be some type of blockage, but the point of the blockage is to learn a lesson. It's something that you need to learn about relationships, something you need to learn about yourself. Even if it does involve other people, it still comes back to you, especially if it's a challenge for you. What is the challenge? You need to identify it quickly, because that's the only way you're going to be able to fix it. Sometimes twin flames can become soulmates if both people can balance out the situation and learn their lessons, and then after all that still choose each other. But that doesn't mean they're going to, and it doesn't mean it's an everlasting connection. It could be one of the best fiery, spicy, passionate connections ever, but there will be some sort of blockage, okay? And behind the blockage is a lesson. So it looks like maybe this person has learned their lesson finally and they are moving on. That's what it's giving, okay? On the bottom of that, it says adrenaline, roller coaster ride, ups and downs, good and bad, rush of feelings. So I feel like they definitely have had this type of experience within the connection between you guys at some point, whether it's currently or past. You know, a lot of times that up and down in relationships, it could be exciting and cute at first, but it shit gets old very fast. Nobody wants to be on a roller coaster ride in a connection all the time. Okay, I'm just saying. Now, for the second secret, no one else makes me feel the way you do, but I'll take it to the grave before I tell you. I gotta see what this is about. Okay, we got so many cards coming out. Ooh, shit. What fell over on the first confession is influences. And it says others involved, third parties, intervention, manipulation. So this could be where somebody was in a connection already. They couldn't move how they wanted to. and it's like it's too late, I done moved on, they got somebody else. Or this also could be a situation where people, you know, are in their ear, you know, people that try to block the connection between two people. Oh, I wouldn't talk to them if I was you. It could be that type of shit too, quite honestly. Regardless of what it's about with that, this is the reason they are not going to ever express to you how they feel, because of what people may say, because they can't, because other people are in the way, like somebody's already in a connection. Observing came out as well, and it says being watched, social media stalking, keeping an eye on you, obsessed with you. So they definitely watching you, they definitely see you, but either way they're not going to tell you how they feel. And the last card that came out was called, and it says hearing from, conversation, talking, and unblocking. I feel like they definitely want to talk to you. I feel like they see you, whether this is in person, but it says social media, so it's very easy to see somebody online, okay, going to people's profiles, hiding behind other profiles. But whatever, like I said, whatever the reason is, they know that they can't come towards you, or they know that even if they did, it's not too much that would benefit from it, okay? And that reminds me of that twin flame energy we talked about earlier. There's always like a block, something that stands in the way, or someone that stands in the way. So that's why they're not going to say anything. On the bottom of those cards is conflict. Exactly. Clashing, differences, incompatible, irreconcilable. So there's a conflict with the coming back together. There's differences. You guys, if it's not even a third party, it's at least where somebody may not approve of the connection. You know, maybe their raising, their tradition is different from yours. But this feels like an emotional conflict. I definitely feel like somebody is blocked by someone else's connection that they already have, or at least, to the least, at least, you know, what people will say. How many times was I gonna say at least? But yeah, it's 3:53 a.m. on the clock right now, so give me a little grace. Frozen indecision coming out. Yeah, I definitely feel like somebody wants to connect with you, you know, see you, maybe could sneaky link with you, but they're not going to do anything. They're not going to say anything. I think they're trying to avoid the conflict. They no longer want to, you know, be breadcrumbed, or be waiting, or be, what am I getting? Feeling like a option. Yeah. Now lastly, I have karmic debts that needs to be paid before I can come back to you. What is this about? A Pisces in their person, on their mind, it says trapped. Exactly. Stuck, locked down, mental prison, captive. Somebody's going through something, even if it's not that they are stuck in another connection. It feels mental. Somebody knows that they are not even in a place right now to really be able to give you what you deserve, or at least what would help build a real connection between you all. On the bottom is toxic. So they trapped in their ways. Unhealthy, poison, delusions, and nasty behavior. They are trapped in their ways. It makes me feel like, well, if y'all did, or could, or decided to try to make something happen between you guys, it feels like they are so stuck in how they are mentally, the way they see the world, and maybe you know, their personality. I don't know. It makes me feel like their point of view, their perspective of the world is toxic. They may not believe in love. They may believe everybody cheats. It's something to that extent. So it's like, okay, yeah, I may feel some type of way about you. It's some other people involved. People are saying stuff like we can't make it happen, and I'm just the way I am. So take it as it resonates. Okay, we're gonna get a love oracle message. I'm gonna pull a card and see what's the advice, what's the support for the situation. Pisces, if this is not your storyline and you are in a healthy connection, relationship, whatever you call it, then don't be here picking up shit that don't belong to you. Don't make a problem where there is no problem. But this is definitely for somebody specific. A Capricorn could be significant. A Gemini could be significant. A water sign besides you. You are a water sign yourself. For this situation, what is the advice? What does Pisces need to know about this person on their mind? Please and thank you. I got two coming out. It says forgive and release. You are stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. So you need to forgive somebody here and just release the situation, release what happened altogether. Also coming out as difficulties, and it says jealousy from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. So someone else being jealous, it definitely gets in the way of the connection as well. That's why I said this is like influences, other people having things to say. Yeah. And on the bottom it says take a leap of faith. Only when you are willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. So I feel like that's the situation, the backstory. The bottom part is always the backstory. So not taking a leap of faith, staying in your comfort zone, you know, doing what you are used to doing, what you know is safe, has stood in the way as well of this connection. This is something that you wanted. I'm just being honest. So at this point, forgive and release. That is the advice. Alright, I hope something made sense here for you. Hope you got some type of clarity. And I will see you in the next one. It's your girl Sai, signing off.